Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar. I am out and about running errands. I really wasn't trying to leave back at the house because today was my last day of work and I only had to work half the day. I'm at the bottom of the rotation list. Thank God I didn't get hit. I got a video I still gotta put together and upload for y'all that I uploaded, well, I actually recorded this morning and just kept on forgetting to put it out there. So when I get home, I'm gonna try to remember to do that so it can be up by tonight. This might be up right after that because it's gonna be much shorter. But anyway, I'm on my way to run this errand for my mama because I completely forgot about it. Completely forgot. She asked me Monday, and when she asked me, I was already at the house winding down, half asleep for work. So I told her I would have to do it when I got off in the morning. Completely forgot. And she just texted me probably about 45 minutes to an hour ago and asked me, did I do it? And I was like, oh my gosh, no, I completely forgot. So I told her I would either set an alarm to do it in the morning when I was going to run and do errands anyway, or it was going to be a situation where, thank y'all, appreciate it. It was going to have to be a situation where I would just go out and do it now. So that's what I'm doing because I don't want to have to wait. And I got a lot of stuff I'm trying to do in the morning. And I don't know how that's going to go. I need to do part of the situation now because I got to go back to the post office when it's open to do something in particular. Y'all, I don't even want to say nothing about it until it happens. I just don't. Because I don't know. Part of me is kind of like, dang, it's weird. I don't know why, but I don't even want to talk about it. But I got to do something at the house, set up something, and then have it where I go to the post office for that. I got some stuff I got to send to my brother and my sister that I got for them that ain't here. What was the reason? What was the reason, baby? See, this is why almost every single time I'm in my car talking to y'all, somebody don't know how to drive. Can you get on by? Because I do have to get over. Child, I just did all that to whoop in front of me to get on. Anyway, y'all, I'm almost to my destination. It really wasn't gonna take me long to get where I was going, but these people breaking and whooping over and doing ignorant stuff and don't know how to drive the sun out, and I'm just like, what's wrong with you? Sorry, y'all. But anyway, so there's a video that I was supposed to put up before the end of this morning, and I completely forgot. And I think it's because I had to splice it together because I forgot something and then I added something else. And tell me why I still forgot something I was going to tell y'all about. I don't think I mentioned it. If I did, I'm sorry, but I wanted to tell y'all about it. I just find it to be very interesting and I don't know what to make of it. I always feel some type of way about it. Not necessarily bad, kind of indifferent. So ever since I did this crochet style, like everybody and they daddy everybody and they daddy been setting it off. Like, oh, I love your hair like that. Oh, your hair look nice. So one of the three amigos gonna ask me, he was like, he said, oh, your hair look nice. I like that. I was like, thank you. I don't know what it is. It just threw me off. I really did that. I was like, what? But I was like, oh, thank you. So I thought that was the end of it. So we walking because we both got to come in at the same time. He done volunteered to come in and I'm going in at what my normal time is now. And so he was like, well, what you call that style? I was like, huh? He was like, the way your hair is, what you call that? I said, just twists, I guess, or whatever. He was like, okay, then I really, really like that. I was like, oh, okay. Y'all, I don't know. It be tripping me out. Then the other one of the three amigos, he always, no matter how my hair is, even if he can't get to it to see what it's doing, like to see what it look like, because I might have a hat on or scarf, or I just have it in a certain way where he can't see what it is, right? He'll sit up there. Yeah, I don't trust you. Yeah. He'll sit up there and he will roll all the way up on me and like pretty much mess my hair up. Like he be doing the most. I be like, how dare you? So he hadn't seen me. Then all of a sudden, here he come. Let me do this because I'm finna definitely back into this parking spot, baby. know what y'all got going on. So he done rolled up. Child, he done did the most. I'm looking at him like, boy, if you don't get away from me, done did the most, honey. When I say roll up, I mean he really was like really messing my hair up. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, don't make me beat you. Like, I be threatening people for real, and people be getting a kick out of it. I don't know why. And I told y'all I get that from my mom and my daddy. My mama be threatening my daddy playfully, and I just picked up on that, and I threaten people and they live for it. So anyway, I'm about to go in here. My eye is irritating me. I'm about to go in here, do something real quick. I don't know if I should leave this on the dash because people ignorant, but I don't think nobody gonna touch it, but I still need it. So I don't even know why I ever tell y'all, oh, I'm gonna leave it in the car and come back. I need my phone, so I'll be back. All right, y'all, so I'm back. Listen, this is not giving what it's supposed to give. I understand the time that we living in right now, but I mean, the truth is the truth. I'm gonna tell y'all what this is, and I'm gonna go from there. I mean, this is one of the little yitty situations, and it ain't giving what it's supposed to give. So this gonna be my little at work bra. I already got some more bras coming that should be leaps and bounds better than this. At this point, I'm like, do I need to take the stuff out? I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. I'm gonna put my shirt back on in a minute, but yeah, cause I'm just like, what is going on? Yo, I'm trying to, I don't know. Cause yeah, this ain't doing nothing that I wanted to do. I'm taking the little things out, so we gonna see how that go. But anyway, let me continue on. Y'all ignore me. But anyway, so I already ran my errands for my mama. It's now nighttime. It was getting dark earlier by the time I got back in the car, so I was just like, at some point in time, once I settle back down in the house, in this apartment, I'll get back on here. Yeah, I don't like this. This is not it. This is definitely gonna be some around the house, at work. You know, I could sweat it out or do whatever type of bra. These ain't it. This is not it. I don't know what they talking about. And my friend was like, look, and she sent me a link to a page of this woman that I follow. She has a black-owned business. I don't know what's going on with that right now, but I've purchased candles and things from her. But she posted how amazing all these bras are, and I bought 2 different types. I bought the little bandana one, which for my size, like y'all, my breasts are not humongous, believe it or not. I don't know why the camera be making it look like that, but it's not. But this is what my supposed size look like, y'all. And I put one on, and I can put my breast in it, but it's like the little stuff. Like, listen, this supposed to stay on me, on my skin, man. This stuff rolling up my back and side, and I'm like, it is not it. I can't. Like, that's why I always say, whenever somebody posts something, talking about something, oh, it don't roll up, I don't trust it. But anyway, let me finish this so I can go on about my business. So I already ran my errands for my mama, and now I'm back at the house. So anyway, y'all, what was I gonna tell y'all? I know I'm wrong. Hold on for a minute. Let me get my thoughts together, cause this done made me upset. Cause I really was excited for this package to get here. Finally got here, and it's trash. Like, I done tried on both of them, and I ain't here for now one of them. Like, absolutely not. Oh, y'all, excuse me. So anyway, I don't know what's going on, but everybody be living for my hair, and I'm just like, y'all living for this. No matter how I have it, I can have it where it's just this part out, all this back but the bang out. It don't even matter how I have it. Everybody be getting their life, and I just be looking like, what? I'm so confused. But yeah, I'm thankful that people, you know, think it's cute, considering, cause I just be thinking it'd be looking a fool, but people be looking for it, so I'm like, oh, okay. Um, so yeah, y'all had me a little minor setback today. was in my feelings and things, so I ended up buying some ice cream and cookies. I tell you what, the cookies were stale in a sealed bag, in a sealed package. The ice cream was nasty. And I'm like, see, I had been doing so well, and this stuff tastes disgusting to me. Like, it might not even be all like that. It might be my mind telling me it's these things. I don't know. I wasn't supposed to have them. But when I leave out tomorrow to go dry my clothes, I'm throwing it away. What I didn't try to eat, I'm going to throw away. So I'm just like, so anyway, like I told y'all, I'm going to be real with y'all. I ain't gonna sit up here and try to fake the fun. But I gotta show y'all something. I took all of it out of here. But let me show y'all something. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So I already told y'all that I have lymphedema, right? So something that I do is I rub down, do everything I need to do. I'm actually gonna buy these tools that actually help with stuff like that, which I really wish that I would have stuck with this routine. If I had known that this was gonna be something that could possibly happen in the future, I was already doing stuff unconsciously that was gonna prevent this from even happening to me, y'all. I'm talking about ever since college. My ex that's from Huntsville bought me this massaging thing, which my most recent ex ended up buying me one that was pretty much a replica of that. And I could massage myself and all this other stuff. And I had been doing that when I was with my ex. And then, child, anyway, let me go ahead and get into it. I am going to order something when I get off here. I'm looking at the set and I'm going to go ahead and order it. And it's just going to help me to just add more to it, because my hands alone, might not do the trick. I don't know. But these tools should help. So I already told y'all that something that I use that is definitely a must for a lot of people, especially like if you're dealing with a lot of inflammation and stuff like that, something that you can use as an alternative to just regular stuff that you rub down with, is this oil of oregano. You can use whatever brand you want to use, but this is the brand that I use. This is Zane. Zane Hellas. And this comes straight from Greece. Oil of oregano. I try to make sure that it is 86% or higher of the carcivol, or however you pronounce it. I don't remember how you pronounce it, but it needs to be that percentage or higher, which is something that once you use the droplets, because look, when you first get it out of the box, it comes with this top on it, just a regular top, okay? Every single bottle that I've had, that's how it's been. And I've been buying these since 2019, not knowing that COVID was going to happen. So I luckily ended up having like 2 by the time COVID hit. And so I feel like that's a part of why I didn't get sick and any of that stuff either. I think it just kind of helped. But yeah, so oil of oregano is awesome for you to ingest and for you to use as a topical type of an ointment and, things like that. So, as always, definitely read the box, because if you're going to ingest it, you're supposed to ingest it for a certain amount of time and then take a break in between. I think it's kind of in an effort to make sure you don't become so used to it that your body is just like kind of like, forget all that. Like, it's like, whatever. So your body can eventually kind of reset once you start taking it again. But this stuff is awesome. I hate how it tastes. It tastes terrible. I am not a medicine taker anyway, so stuff like this is disgusting to me. Initially, before I found out that this was the original, I was doing black seed oil. Black seed is not the original. Black seed oil and all that stuff is not the original. Oil of oregano is the original. It does smell the exact same, but this is the original. If you're going to do any of these things, make sure you get 86% carcivol. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. What is it? Carvacrol. 86 to 90% is the one that I have, okay? A little goes a long way. And I'm trying not to go get the box, but yeah, when you read the box, it'll let you know what I'm talking about as far as when you're ingesting it, how you need to take a break. I think it's like maybe you go 4 or 5 weeks and then you take a break for a week and then you can start back taking it again. But essentially, it's like a teaspoon of the carrier oil with like however many drops of this, because the drops themselves are very, very strong. So what I do is, when it comes to topical wise, I use as my carrier oil organic virgin coconut oil. I ended up getting this on sale a while back, and I was like, I know what I'm gonna use it for, and it is what it is. So I'm really getting my use out of it now. I'm gonna try to be done with it before the end of the summer. Probably will be, because I already use it in my cracks and crevices. Okay, you can laugh all you want, but coconut oil is great for antibacterial type of situations, preventative or whatever. So that's what I use it for. I put it like after I've showered. I put some behind my knees in the folds right there. Sometimes I put it in the folds of where my vagina is, where my stomach and vagina and all that stuff meet. Awesomeness. Don't have to worry about chafing. I ain't got to worry about getting raw. All this other stuff works miracles. Believe it or not, you can laugh if you want. It is what it is. But the way that I've been using this is I pour some in my hand. Okay. Since I'm fully clothed, I can't do it. But typically I would get a teaspoon to a tablespoon amount of this or more. And just depending on, if I get more, I end up adding more drops of this. Then I add 4 to 7 drops of this to the carrier oil, which means you have way more of the carrier oil than you do of this, because this is very potent. And it's mixed together. I do my hands like this. And then I apply it to my feet, my legs, and my thighs, mainly to the affected areas. But since this is so strong, and if I know I'm going somewhere soon after, and I know the smell is not going to have time to dissipate, I add this to it, this particular one. Because like I told y'all before, from Great Scent Oils, this particular one, it, girl, it's so strong, whatever perfume you wear, 99% of the time, it's going to drown that out. So if you want to kind of cover up the smell of this until it fully dissipates, you need to have one of these types of situations added to it. It's all about moisture. A lot of moisture going on. So after I do my oil rub down, I then apply this. And I put as much as I can put and saturate on my skin and rub. I'm about to do it again. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna clean my skin off and I'm gonna do it again. A new, fresh layer and slathering of all of this stuff yet again to my feet, my ankles, my calves, rest of my leg, and my thighs, the front and the back. Focusing mainly on certain parts that's kind of like towards the back of my thigh. It really helps. It really helps. I try to elevate my legs also. Like I already told y'all before, I try to have my legs on the wall. If not, if I don't do nothing else, I at least rub my body down. Because sometimes I can't do that. Worst case scenario is I'll rub my body down. I'll have my sleeves on my feet so that I can keep the swelling and all that stuff down to a minimum, or down to nothing as far as my feet and my ankles are concerned, so I can put my feet in shoes, whether it's for work or just me trying to run out the door. Right now I don't have anything on my foot. I have a little bit of swelling, but not that bad right now. But like I said, I'm about to do my rub down again, so that don't really matter, because when I'm done, that's when I'm gonna put the sleeves on. Or I'm going to wrap my foot up, because you need to compress it. If you have compression sleeves, if you have wraps, elastic wraps or whatever, you need to do it like that after you've rubbed down, so that it can kind of help, like I said, with the swelling. So yeah, that's what I did earlier, and I left up out of here, and I got all kinds of looks, stares. People was living for me. If they wasn't staring at my anime shirt, they were staring at my hair. If they weren't staring at my hair, they were staring at my purse. I got so many compliments on my purse from non-black people. I don't know what it is. Non-black people live for this purse. No matter which color I wear, they live for this fanny pack. I really like the fanny packs right now. I am gonna wear my bigger purses as it gets colder outside, but I don't really have much that I need to put in a purse right now. So I run out and I have my Origin Culture fanny pack on in the name. Um, so it is what it is when it comes to that. But yeah, y'all, if y'all are having issues, I'm trying to tell y'all, it'll help you. It'll help you. I rub it on my back. I rub it on my knees. I rub it on my feet. And because of everything that's going on now, I definitely make sure I focus everything on my feet, ankles, legs, and calves, and my thighs. That's what I meant to say. So it is what it is. You can get into it or not. So what I found to be interesting is, out of all this time that I have been ordering this stuff, this has never happened before. So I finally bust the box open, yesterday? Look what was in here. They have never put a bag of literal oregano in my boxes before. I was like, what is going on? This is only 0.01 milligrams. From this quantity produced, only this percentage of oregano oil. I don't know why they put that like that, but that's exactly what it says. From this oregano, we produce perhaps the best oregano oil in the world. Origin, Greece. Approximately 5 grams. This is a gift, not for sale. You can use it on your food or on your pizza. But yeah, this is so crazy. I was like, wait a minute. Once I saw this come out of the box, I was like, y'all ain't never done this before. Y'all done went off. I'm not going to use it on nothing because I'm not making nothing. I'm not in that part of the alkaline world where I'm going to cook something where I'm going to put that as a spice on any food. It's going to take me a while to get to that place where I'll be baking stuff. And once I get all the way into it, there are going to be times every now and again that I will cook something or bake something. But most of the time, it's just going to be raw. Like from tree or from the ground straight into me, pretty much after I washed it all. Because it's going to be fruit 99% of the time. But yeah, I still have a whole watermelon in there that I got to bust open. I plan on starting on that tomorrow. I have stuff in there for smoothies. I have a bag of apples, like I already told y'all. I'm probably going to eat those when I get back to work. So I can have something to eat on. Like, I'm trying to make an effort, a conscious effort, to bring fruit to work. I've been doing well most of the time with that. So I'm proud of myself with that. Because normally I don't bring nothing to eat and I just drink water all night at work. So yeah, y'all. I just wanted to let y'all in on that. Hopefully that has been helpful. And for those of y'all who have lymphedema, if you have not tried this, or whoever might be working on you, if they haven't tried it, I guess if you want to consult them and ask them if it's a healthcare professional, if it's something that you should use, see what they say. But for me, I don't really care nothing about what they got to say, because most of the time, if it don't benefit them, they're going to try to convince you that it's wrong and it's terrible and all this other stuff. But I know people who've had all the ailments in the world and they started ingesting it the way that I told y'all that you eat it and drink it and all that other stuff. And blood pressure is gone. Everything that ever ailed them is gone. They don't have high blood pressure anymore. They don't take any medications anymore when they had every medication in the cabinet. And they've been losing weight because they've been eating what they need to eat, which is fruits and some vegetables or whatever, instead of all this meat and processed crap. You know what I'm saying? So, they're doing the things they need to do. And now they are leaving all these people in the dust looking crazy. The doctors are puzzled. They've given them a death sentence. Somebody said, no, you're going to die. You're going to be on this medication for the rest of your life. But no, they tried this method and now they're not. I'm just like, see, I ain't got time for it. People have been so confused by how up until this point, basically in my life, how I've been able to get around how I do, how I don't seem to have any type of issues When I was going to the doctor regularly, up until I became like in my mid-20s, I was going to the doctor regularly. They never once told me I had high blood pressure, diabetes, none of that. And I was doing everything under the sun, eating what I wanted to eat. That's when I really was eating what I wanted to eat. All the good soul food, all the good food. My mama was making food that I could make from scratch too. Because if I'm around all these amazing cooks, how am I gonna not sit up there and take on what they know how to cook? Like, come on now. But like I told y'all before, if I'm up to it, and some of y'all, I'm not gonna try to beat it in y'all head and try to make y'all do something y'all want to do. Everybody on here so far who's been talking to me, that y'all seem to be wrong. So if y'all want to eat all that soul food and all this meat and all this other stuff, do what you do. I'm not gonna stop you. If you ask me questions, I can tell y'all how I seasoned stuff. If it was certain things that I cooked, I could tell y'all how I cooked it. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've had people who were confused about certain things and they've been trying to cook stuff and it never came out the way they wanted it to. And then they were like, well, I didn't know you cooked. Well, how do you do this? And when I told them what I did, now they can cook and bake certain things a certain way without it messing up or not coming out the way they want it to come out. So I am definitely open to talking to y'all about that. There are things that I have had saved that was in a cookbook of recipes that my mama had told me about, that I grew up making, baking, and all that other stuff. So, depending on who want to hear about it, I guess I'll tell y'all. It just depends on who requested. Let me know what y'all want to do. Let me know what y'all want to see, and I'll try to make it happen. I am going to still make the video of me in the shower, showing y'all my shower routine, when I'm getting everything ready, prepping and whatever, and when I'm done. Because I have a routine as far as what I do. Even with what is going on with me right now, it's still pretty much the same. It's just a little bit extra time sometimes that I got to put into it to make sure that I'm getting all the steps in. And I tried something the other day, but it's not something that I'm going to incorporate in my routine. I tried it and I ain't here for it. For me, as part of my routine, I'm going to stick with what works for me. But I'm still going to support that business when I can. But as far as that being a part of my routine, I ain't gonna do it. And I might tell y'all what it is, because it is, that particular product is still sitting on my sink, where some of my products are that I use from day to day when I'm showering and all that other good stuff. But yeah, y'all, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I just wanted to give y'all an update on some things. I'm just like, I don't know, I just was like, why y'all live for my hair? And then I knew I kept forgetting to tell y'all something. So when old boy was walking with me, I came in there, I hadn't mixed it with this. So I was just smelling like oil of oregano. Because I said, I don't care. I was going to be running late. I was like, I'm going to be running a few minutes late. Not late enough for me to clock in late. But I might have been a minute or two late, considering for the person that was going to be leading the meeting. So I was like, I got to do what I got to do for me. My health comes first. So I greased up. And I put my clothes on, put my perfume on, and then I left out. But I know that, oh, well, let me tell y'all this before I go. So usually after like maybe 2 to 4 hours max, the smell of this goes away. At least in my experience, it don't take that long for it to go away. But since I have a whole lot of surface area to cover now, I don't know. Like, usually it don't take me but like no more than 2 hours. So now it's been taking me a little bit longer because, like I said, it's larger surface area. But typically what I used to do was, when I would get home from work, I would put this on me so that the next day it was already gone, couldn't smell it, whatever. Take a shower, and then before I go to bed, I do all that and whatever. So by the time I wake up, all that's gone. All you smell is whatever perfume I put on. That's it. I don't really care right now because I ain't got nobody that I'm trying to please. Don't nobody need to smell me anyway. They'll be all right. But I was very aware, and I have a very sensitive nose, so I could smell my perfume. I was using my other Good Sense oil body butter, that does not smell like this. So it's the type that I use when I want to fully smell whatever perfume I'm wearing. So it ended up being a situation where all I was smelling was this. So now, if I know I'm gonna leave out and I just rub down, I'm putting this on. I don't care what perfume I'm wearing, I'm just gonna put this on with it because it'll kind of help mask it a little bit. It'll kind of help it to die down a little bit because it can really protrude. So I just want to give you a heads up about that. When you are ingesting it, for me, the only way that I can really ingest it without throwing it up and gagging and all that stuff is I usually take a cherry, whether it's frozen, fresh, or whatever, or some sorbet that I made up, and take a spoonful of that, like kind of like as a shot afterwards, and then drink some water. Just take a half a cup or a cup, a literal like 8 ounce cup of water, spring water, and chug it down afterwards. And I can still taste it, but it's not as pronounced as it normally would be if I just do it by itself. But yeah, it's disgusting. Like, I don't like medicine, and this is the equivalent to medicine to me, but I can withstand this versus some things that I tried in the past. So we gonna see. I have not started back ingesting this yet. I've only been using it topically. So we gonna see how that goes. I'm hoping that I can kind of jump right back into it. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. I think that's it. So now I'm just gonna continue to wind down. I am going to hopefully get me a good little amount of sleep in before I leave out in the morning. I don't know if I'm gonna get everything done in time because I wish I could tell y'all what I'm gonna do, but I can't tell y'all. I'm gonna just come on screen and I'm gonna see if somebody pick up on it, and I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna try not to say nothing because depending on how I look, I might say something, but if it look a fool, I don't even know if I'm gonna come on camera. But anyway, I don't even know how long it's gonna take for it to happen. Y'all, I know I'm talking in circles, but I'm doing it for a reason. But yeah, worst case scenario is all I'm gonna do is wash clothes and then leave out of here to dry my clothes. Um, Another part of what I was gonna tell y'all was that I was talking to the landlord, well, whoever manages the property. I know I was forgetting something again. So right when I was finna get out of my car, like, I literally had just packed everything up. I was gonna bring my stuff in the car. Like, I'd be so tired, y'all. I'd be changing my shoes in the car. So I left my work shoes in the car. I was like, no, I'm bringing all that in here. Like, I'm tired of leaving stuff in here. Like, I'm trying to start bringing everything back in the house. I don't want it. I don't want my car to be junked up. Like, I have a bad habit of doing that, y'all. I really do. And I'm trying not to be like that. But I'm like, let me get this stuff out of this car. Like, it's all stuff that needs to be in this house anyway. Like, I got some big, nice, amazing hangers in there that need to be in here in the house. I done brought some of them in. Like, it's so much stuff. Like, if I lived on the first floor, it would take no time for me to do all this. But anyway, moving right along. So I had called the landlord. I told y'all I reached out to him, or that I was going to reach out to him in the prior video. So I reached out to him and he didn't say nothing. He didn't text back. And I was just like, well, I don't know if this is the number that I need to text or call in order to, figure out what's going on and who I need to talk to about anything. Like, I don't know. We were on the phone for like 45 minutes to an hour talking. And I actually gave him a fake number. Like, it's not my real number. It's a number that at any time, if I want it to be cut off, I cut it off and, just be done with that number. I don't know. I'm being really weird, y'all. I don't know. But I didn't give him my real number. The only thing that's real that I gave him was my email address so that I can make sure that any information that I need a paper trail for can make its way to me, and so that he can send me whatever this portal is so I can pay my rent on there. So he gonna try to tell me, oh, well, I'm not gonna charge y'all a late fee this month because I literally just took over everything on Monday and blah, 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 yakety smackety. And I was literally about to go and get a money order. And so he was telling me about they have like 3 or 4 methods that they usually use for people to pay rent and all this other stuff. But our building, I guess, or whatever, our property is not in their system yet. So he has to create this portal and do all this other stuff. But in the meantime, between time, he got to go out of town. And so he told me that like by Saturday, he should have something to me. Then he told me that he has a son that's like 20 years old. That even though he looks really, really young, he knows what he's doing, and he come over here and he working on certain things in the building. So I'll probably see him. And the number that I did text, he said it's the same number that if there's an emergency, whether it's an emergency or not, that's the number that I need to call or text. And also on the portal, he is going to have it set up to where hopefully whenever we need to let them know that something's going on, we put it in on there, because it's going to be a way for us to CYA. If you don't know what CYA is, you need to look it up. My old supervisor, she used to say that, and she don't cuss at all. And so I used to be like, what? She used to say it, and my teacher used to say it. My instructor cussed, so I already knew what it was before I started working at DHR. But yeah, he basically was talking about CYA, and before he really tried to even go into the explanation, I was like, oh, I fully understand. And I was like, I'm not finna go into my background and tell him I already know what that means or whatever. Like, people get so intrigued, and I'm like, I'm not even finna go there. You don't need to know about all that. But I like stuff like that because it's gonna cover me. Because I know I done already told you about a situation, and then I don't want nobody to sit up there and y'all want to sit up here and see. So far, my only communication has been through old text messages that I've sent. Because I told him straight up, I said for the last year, it's been like over a year now, like a year and some months now, or a year and some weeks now, that I told them my dryer no longer is working because the outlet needs to be rewired. And I have to keep going out of the house, hauling clothes to dry my clothes. I shouldn't have to do that. I'm over here paying more to dry my clothes than what my actual electricity bill is. My electricity bill was less than $30. I spend over $30 a month to go and dry my clothes. I shouldn't have to come out of my pocket for none of that. I shouldn't have to leave here using gas. I use premium gas. I shouldn't have to do that. I don't care how close or how far places. I shouldn't have to do that when I have a fully working dryer in there that I paid for. So, like, I've been getting inconvenienced for the last year. I told him the whole situation and all this other stuff, and so he basically was trying to tell me that, he's gonna be able to, hopefully get some people in there, and he's sorry for the inconvenience, and I was like, okay, I hear you, but whatever. He really want to meet me and shake my hand and all this other stuff, and I'm looking at him like, sir, I don't want to meet none of y'all. I just want to drop my rent off. And so, like, let me know what it's hitting for. And I think he just want to walk up in here, and I'm just like, no, I don't like people up in here. I already don't want to be in here as it is. What make you think I want you to be in here? Like, absolutely not. But anyway, it's just, I don't know. I will have to see, because I'm already disappointed, because I don't think anybody can do anything about these people next door running this gas generator at all times of the day. Like right now it's on. Y'all don't hear it because I have all the doors closed on that side of the building. But I literally cannot go to sleep. I cannot do anything unless I'm laying over here on this couch. Like I be like this, y'all. This is how I sleep. Sprawled out like this. Or I gotta literally lay out. Like, I don't want to do all that. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. Like, I kind of pass out into that position. Like, I don't sleep like that. I don't like sleep like that. I can choke easily like that, and I don't like that. I have a whole bed in there that I can't even use. So, it's very infuriating. But anyway, sorry about that, y'all. I know I done bored y'all to death with these details, but I appreciate y'all for hanging in there. I just want to tell y'all what was going on. I would give y'all updates on how everything going with this new property manager and all of that. Like, I'm not looking forward to nothing, because they already be coming over here every day doing stuff, which is pretty much nothing. They come over here and go upstairs, and he let me know they're going to be going between both of the apartments that are above me, and I'm like, I really don't care as long as ain't nobody disturbing me because I'm trying to sleep. Like, when they come, it's during regular, like, type of work hours. Unlike the man that kept on going back there. So he finally fixed the stairs. And, he did ask me, was there anything, that he could do, anything going on. And that's when I told him about the dryer outlet. So I don't think that's going to be happening. I mean, I'll trust I don't trust nothing until it happens. And just like with the rent situation, that's why I told him straight up, like, let me know what the address is so I can drop it off. He was like, well, actually, we don't really do all of that. But if you've already printed off, gotten a print off or whatever of rent, we can pick it up. I can arrange and blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, I mean, it is what it is. I just want to be able to make sure that it get in somebody's hand, because I don't want nobody to sit up here and say something didn't happen when it did. I've had too many people to try me. I straight up told him, I said, I've had too many people to try me in my life. I'm not trying to get tried no more. So I just want to make sure everything is in order. And so he went and looked up my account. He was like, yeah, you're good. Like, you have a zero balance. And I'm saying to myself, yeah, I know I got a zero balance. Like, y'all people love to try to play in your face. And that's why, like, that's why every time I looked up, I was like, excuse me, can you send me the receipt? Because you ain't finna sit up here and play in my face talking about I owe all this money. No, that's why I was taking. And it's crazy because I had been taking pictures of money orders. Like, that's something I shouldn't have to do. But I just don't trust nobody. Because I've had people play in my face and I ain't got time for it no more. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I might come back later on. Y'all have a good day. Bye.